For centuries, we Earthlings dreamed learn about cultures and civilizations with other planets, since astronomers discovered that light phenomena in the sky. The stars and planets originated assumptions in recent years. Thanks to modern technology, astronomers got the opportunity to go to searches in other solar systems. In this video shows 10 planets on which, according to NASA, there may be life. Proxima Centauri, located just 4.2 light-years from us in the constellation Centaurus. Exoplanet Proxima Centauri b is considered not only our nearest Earth-like neighbor, but also a promising candidate for discovery of life. The existence of the planet was discovered in August 2016. Later, researchers used model calculations to find out what is on Proxima Centauri b may exist. Liquid water is the basic requirement for the existence of Earth-like life. Astronomers evaluate terrestrial planets according to a certain system, and then assign them indications of similarity with ground value called index similarities to the Earth. For Proxima Centauri is 0.87. Thus, for absolute, there is not enough resemblance to the Earth, only 1300th points in the constellation of Aquarius. There is a star TROPIST-1 in its orbit, rotates several exoplanets, of which TROPIST-1e terrestrial planet with index likeness of the Earth 0.85 with a radius of 92 Earth radii. She only slightly smaller than the Earth, and at the index 62 has a slightly lower density. Its distance from the ground is about 40 light-years. Comparatively, a small planet was discovered only with a special telescope space. Telescope Pizza discovers planets beyond solar systems, so-called transit method. TROPIST-1e can be covered oceans, however. Most likely it has bound rotation. What does she mean always showing the same side to your star? So one half is always as cold and dark, and the other warm and bright. Explorer, of course, can't wait to find out if it's possible organic life under such conditions. Luton b in catalogs is sometimes called Glide. 273b is an Earth-like planet. Most likely rocky planet. It revolves around orbit of the red dwarf star Luton in within the habitable zone, enough close to your star to receive enough light and heat, but enough far to exist on it. Vegetation life. Luton b is one of the most Earth-like planets ever found. What makes her fifth closest known potentially habitable exoplanets for this reason? Employees Network Project sent a signal to it. In 2017 is a special unit. Astronomers send signals to the nearest Earth-like planets. The signal will travel a little more 12 years if the possible inhabitants of the Luin would answer. It will take at least more 12 years for it to reach us, of course with by all exoplanets. It is also conceivable that they are inhabited by living beings with more low technical development. K. 272e in 2016, the Kepler mission researchers discovered the planet K. 272e, also known as EPIC, 206209135.04. This is an exoplanet, most likely rocky, and revolves around its stars in the habitable zone. Red dwarf star K272, observed by the Kepler spacecraft, as part of mission's second light, at a distance of about 217.1 light-years in the constellation. Aquarius telescope was able to detect, observe, and measure K2, 72e and 3 others for planets thanks to dimming effect. If you're lucky, then researchers will soon be able to look into deep space and find out if you have such planets as K272e atmospheres and do they have vegetation and traces. Life Glass is 667. A planet called Glassy 667 CF is only 22 light-years from us. It is possible that the planet is solid rock, a planet with an atmosphere of water. It rotates in the orbit of its star in the so-called habitable zone. Thus, the conditions for enough light and heat would have been around anyway. Glide stars 667c rotate others, exoplanets, and some of them. Also, she might be livable. Can be really curious when first study group provide definitive evidence, the existence of life beyond the Earth. J3323b planets like GJ3323b and everyone else in this video. The scientific community has also called this term became super-Earths, settled for all those exoplanets that look like Earth. Some of these planets may be even more livable and offer even better living conditions than our native JJ planet 3323b, comparatively too big to be like land with an exoplanet, and its discovery was announced in 2017, not quite yet. It is clear whether this exoplanet provides are also the basic building blocks for organic life. Organism-based carbon can form and survive only if there are 3 essential basic building blocks of water, energy, and organic materials. A star with a beautiful name, Teegarden, one of our 30 closest neighbors in within the Milky Way. Today, the day astronomers discovered in the galaxy over 4,000 exoplanets, Some researchers are pretty sure that on at least a few of these planets there is life. Others, however, tuned in skeptical Teegarden B, located on only 12.5 light-years away again, would become a candidate to which it is possible it would be reachable via radio signals and possibly a probe in some future point in time. For now, all statements regarding exoplanets based on preliminary calculations, and there are more observations around Teegarden. 4 exoplanets that can also be livable. All of them are in their habitable zone. Star system of the planet. Teegarden Bika. Similar in size, they are only slightly heavier than Earth, and water can exist in liquid form, both since international team of astronomers announced the Discovery Garden in 2019. International interest was sent to this system together. Nations, other space agencies considering how we can. It is better to study exoplanets today, in order to learn more about their composition of any civilizations that can live there. TROPIST-1d has a pleasant nickname, Tumus J 2306292805022285d, and is small, presumably rich in water, predominantly rocky outside the Sun planet. Its star Trapezidyne is special. She is an ultra-cold dwarf star located at about 40 light-years from Earth. Astronomers were also able to observe this exoplanet only transit method because they themselves, planets, don't emit light. We can see them only when they pass in front of its star in the form of tiny dots. Theoretically, an Earth-like planet in system with a very large sun. It takes several Earth years to orbit our star, so we still can't be sure found all exoplanets within reach of our telescopes. Tropinda is the lowest massive planet in system, about 5%. Its mass consists of water is probably distributed over her surface in the form of a huge liquid ocean. In addition, a NASA specialist confirmed that Trapezidyne has compact Earth-like atmosphere, so this planet really could be super-Earth. J1061 JJ1061 is a red dwarf located at a distance of about 12 light-years from Earth. Its Earth can be only visible with telescopes. Southern constellation Pendulum Clock. She very dim and with a visible brightness of about 13. Poppy, she's basically obscured by light. Other stars. Planet GJ1061c is outsolar, a planet that revolves around itself. Stars in orbit in just 6.689. This means that on the JJ1061c passes for over 54 years. While only 1 year passes here on Earth, remains an open question about, is there life on such planets? Possible living beings. Planet Kepler, 442b, located on 1200 light-years away from us, opened in 2015, and subsequently intensively observed. Kepler, 442b, about 33% larger than Earth, and located at the optimum distance from their star. In 2021, the team researchers announced that Kepler 442b, with highly likely to be rocky planet, and has a biosphere similar to this, adds another candidate to ours in the list of the best prospects for final detection of extraterrestrial life. These exoplanets amounted to only top 10 among many others, Earth-like planets that have already been open. We can be sure that in the coming years, more will be added. Breaking news. We are at Infinity History. We will keep you updated, and will announce immediately when NASA once and forever confirm the existence extraterrestrial life forms at the end of this video. Tell us how you like these planets, and what do you think of extraterrestrial NOAA life? We look forward to your contributions in the comments.